Good evening. This is an analysis of unethical decisions made by Walmart and McDonald's by Maureen Myers on 10/23, 2015. Is bigger better? Sometimes companies get so big that they become hungry and greedy. They get caught up and loyal more to their shareholders than to the patrons who purchase from them every day. Tonight, I chose the companies Walmart and McDonald's. These companies are members of companies where their management teams have made unethical decisions that have ultimately led their companies and some of their employees to violate civil and criminal statutes. I took a look at the quality in McDonald's and Walmart companies through articles, websites, and journals, and tonight there are large corporations responsible for what goes on in individual locations and how Walmart and McDonald's are changing to address the needs of the consumer. Walmart and McDonald's are two of the most powerful companies in the world, with revenues forever growing in stores all over the world, sometimes under different names. Walmart and McDonald's continue to be influential in society, but it's not all good. Is bigger better? Walmart continues to be plagued with lawsuits causing serious management and strategy troubles within the company. They are constantly plagued with scandals. Walmart's strategy is harder to navigate and it's running into big problems. Walmart is running out of ways to save its reputation. One example of Walmart not taking responsibility for its actions was when it was announced that Walmart agreed to shell out up to $35 million dollars to a class of its employees in Washington state who sued the company for denying them rest breaks and meal breaks, forcing them to work off the clock, which is illegal. But the retailer says it did nothing. The settlement ends a case, Barnett versus Walmart, which was being presented in King County Superior Court. According to the documents, as many as 80,000 employees were covered by the lawsuit. The settlement was actually reached just before Christmas in 2008. The Washington state case was a part of a Christmas settlement reached with Walmart and a staggering 63 wage and hour class action lawsuits brought by the retailer's owners associates. The workers covered in the Washington case were current and former Walmart employees who worked for the company since September 1997. The Washington case was just a small piece of the total suit settled, leaving Walmart with a bill of at least $352 million dollars and possibly as high as $640 million, dollars, according to a press release issued last Christmas. At that, at that time, Walmart's lawyers said that the settled cases were in the best interest of the company, shareholders, and associates. Walmart had a great deal of criticism with its labor policies, but suggested that the company had changed its ways. According to Walmart's lawyers, the lawsuit was filed years ago, and the allegations are not representative of the company we are today. After 8 years of litigation, workers who were deprived of meal, rest breaks, or otherwise underpaid will finally be compensated for their work. However, just this past quarter, Walmart was firing people for trying to picket for better wages. So these things are still going on. Often, reputation is a company's biggest asset. You would think that large companies would find ways to maintain their reputations to avoid shady or illegal business practices. Many, like McDonald's and Walmart, find their reputation tainted or destroyed because of bad business practices. Companies often define its ethical values based on its relationship with its shareholders. The following bad ethical decision made by McDonald's is known as the McDonald's legislation. In 1972, Ray Kroc, the company's founder, made a $250,000 donation to the Nixon campaign in return for favorable legislation allowing companies like McDonald's to pay teenagers 20% less than federal minimum wage. This was viewed as typical corporate influence on lawmakers to approve legislation that was contributing to the greed and in the end hurt society. McDonald's also shut down business immediately when employees formed a union. McDonald's does not allow employees to form unions. Between 1986 and 1990, the case known as McLibel shows McDonald's worst case of bad business ethics that produced tons of negative publicity. At this time, activists from Greenpeace in London distributed flyers titled, What's Wrong with McDonald's? Everything They Don't Want You to Know. Within the pamphlets were words like McDollars, McGreedy, McCancer, McMurder, McProfits, McGarbage. These allegations were that McDonald's promoted to third world poverty, sold food that was unhealthy, exploited employees and children, tortured animals, and destroyed the Amazon rainforest. McDonald's sued London Greenpeace for libel, but McDonald's lost as the court held McDonald's responsible and guilty for exploiting children through advertising practices, serving dangerously unhealthy food, paying workers low wages, participating in union busting activities worldwide, and ignoring animal cruelty by its suppliers. The laws that were violated were similar to those by Walmart, holding true laws regarding corrupt behavior against publicly traded companies. McDonald's was sort of bitten for trying to preserve its reputation. These are examples of many lawsuits by both Walmart and McDonald's by people who are trying to make things better. Stakeholders were affected by these unethical decisions and lawsuits because they lose money and credibility. When the company falls, everyone is affected. I'm not sure Walmart has done much since these decisions were made. They created a way for employees to complain, but I didn't see very much tangible evidence of change in the way they do business. Of course, their website has wonderful things on it and all the different things that they do for their employees, especially women. There's still a great deal of mention of shareholders and suppliers on their website. Women are mentioned, and opportunities for training and getting them out of farms and fields is the goal, which I find very condescending. It made me very uncomfortable to be a Walmart shopper, and although the goal is more for less, it is clear now that more really is less quality for everyone. I feel ethics is not a priority for Walmart. They still make lots of mention to profit and shareholders. McDonald's website at least seems a little bit more sincere. McDonald's describes tangible areas where they will make a change. They have real reachable goals in place. They talk about their customers and healthy eating, the planet, and society. They have goals to be accomplished by 2020. My skepticism comes to play because even though these are great goals and they look good, I'll be watching. Every time I drive up to a McDonald's drive-through window, I see the same old fatty foods now on the dollar menu. Does this mean healthy foods are only for those who can afford it? Because really, in the end, bigger is not better. Thank you for listening.